What's going on? It's Big A with another video, and this week I finally finished. Well, I say finally, Cowboy Bebop. I finished it. I got through all the episodes. Managed to get through the last few on Wednesday, and I did not enjoy the experience of watching Cowboy Bebop. I wish it was good. I wish I enjoyed it. Um, but it just wasn't my thing. I just didn't like it. Like I wanted to like it more, and there are like one or two things I liked about it, but overall, it was just a poor experience. I think one of the worst kind of like offending things was the whole Spike Julia and Vicious relationship. From the first episode, like when they were like, "Oh, she's married to Vicious," I was like, the beauty of that story is that it's shrouded in some form of mystery. All we know in the anime is that Spike almost got killed. Vicious probably presumes he's dead, and Julia did a runner. You know what I mean? She got off somewhere. That was it. So nobody knows where anyone is, other than well, Spike finding out it's obviously Vicious is still with the Syndicate XYZ blah blah. But how they got to that stage of that happening, it's all kind of implied through kind of like quick little flashbacks from Spike and stuff like that. And so if you've got your own theory about it, it may not match, but it still fits. So it could be that there was a love triangle, for example. Other people prefer the fact that, well, prefer the idea that there wasn't a love triangle and something else happened. And, Vicious got jealous that Spike was going to leave the syndicate and they were boys. So, he killed him or what have you. That's the beauty of that thing. Whereas this, they just gave you a literal interpretation of it and said, this happened, this happened, this happened. Oh, and episode 9 is a flashback where we're going to tell you everything that happened leading up to that. And I was just confused by it. Like, that was like the worst thing to me. In terms of how it was filmed, I hated all the Dutch angles. I didn't like any of the lighting. I liked some of the set designs, the real world set designs for like when they're down the street and stuff like that. But I just wish the thing looked kind of more real because in the anime it's a lived in, dirty, gringy, like grimy world. One place may look like a western or an American western city, and it's all grimy and dirty and whatnot, and another place can look like a bazaar in the Middle East or something like that. I didn't really get that feeling from this show. There were different kind of locations, but it also felt very small and whatnot. Um, I think the character that comes off the best is probably Jet. Jet I thought was really good. I didn't like the change to his backstory being like a single dad or an absent dad even. I thought that was rubbish. I didn't like that at all. I'm bored of seeing that. Um, yeah, Mustafa Shakir. Yeah, he's come off the best from the show. He is most like his character from the anime. Everyone else, I don't think they were given their true character to perform. Like it's not the actor's fault. They get given the script. So Spike was pretty close. Wasn't close enough for me. I do think they should have gone with someone younger. It's not that I don't like John Cho. It's just that I think someone younger would have probably been better in the part. Faye again, she wasn't given the material for Faye to be Faye. She wasn't the con artist Faye. We had a glimmer of that, but we didn't get enough of it. Instead, it was just some corny line, oh, D wads and all this kind of business. And just like, oh man, is this supposed to be funny? It wasn't funny at any point. I didn't laugh. They had to connect everything as well. Things just couldn't be separate. Like they had to connect Ein of all things to Mad Perot. I was just like, why? What? Like I was so like, they just made weird choices. Like the things that they changed, just kind of like it really didn't make sense to me, and I don't know why they made the changes that they did and for what reason. But well, I assume it was probably because they wanted everything in the show to be connected. So it's like one thing. So when you're watching, you go, "Oh, this thing from that episode is connected to that," and da 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 da. But it doesn't make for interesting viewing at all. Especially if you've seen the anime, it actually makes for pretty boring viewing and pretty weird viewing. But it's probably going to get a second season if I'm being honest. When it comes to live action adaptations of anime, for me the best ones are like Rurouni Kenshin. Those movies are wicked, and in terms of like Western adaptations, I've got to say like Alita Battle Angel's pretty decent. It's not the best, but it's actually pretty decent. I like that as well. And that's probably it for me really when it comes to anime adaptations. If they did a second season, I might see the first episode, but I don't think it's going to improve because by the time we get to the end, it's so far away from what we know, and it's such a poor version of that story of Cowboy Bebop that there's just no point. Let me know as to whether you've seen Cowboy Bebop, what you thought of it. Um, yeah, do all the things. It was a frustrating experience, man. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.